Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how the healthcare system works in the US because I think that if you don't know how the healthcare system works, it could be a challenge to get an appointment or to see a doctor because just getting an appointment with a doctor might be harder in the US than it was in India, um, or in any other country, wherever you're from. So I just kind of like to talk about that a little bit and just explain how the healthcare system works and how you should be setting up your appointments. I am sat here on the beautiful Centennial campus of NC State. I'm just chilling on a chair. But yeah, okay, let's get into it. So the first thing is the basic way you see a doctor is you make an appointment, right? The problem with an appointment is that you won't get one on the same day as when you try to make the appointment. You may not. You may get an appointment in the future, a couple days in the future. If you have fever or if you have something which you feel like you want to be handled urgently, a few days in the future might be too late, right? So what happens then? So there are essentially, I'd say, 3 tiers of the healthcare system in the US. This is a simplification, of course, and this is a very high level overview, but I think it will be useful information, and so I'm making this video. The base tier is just the appointments. So if you are at a university, you would go to the healthcare office of that university, and you would try to set an appointment up, and you would see the specialist or the healthcare provider of your choice who, does the checkup you want him or her to do. The where you go to make an appointment will depend upon your medical insurance. So in general, the healthcare system in the US is very expensive. You can't just walk up to a doctor and make an appointment. You need to have medical insurance, otherwise you're going to pay for the appointment full price, which is going to be very expensive. So you need a medical insurance. Don't get that bullshit ISO medical insurance. Some of you may have it and it's super cheap, that's fine, but like if something goes wrong, you're gonna lose money. So get a medical insurance. There will be a bunch of providers in your state. The provider you take will have a network. You can access the doctors in that network primarily. You can't really access doctors who are not in that network because they will be more expensive. So you will see a in-network and out-of-network charge on your insurance card. So what you do is you find a specialist or a generalist in your network, and you make an appointment with that person, or you make an appointment through the university health department or the office, whatever, and you go there. But that's how you make an appointment, and you go and you get the checkup. This will probably be 2 or 3 days in the future, or maybe even a week in the future, or depending upon when you get the date, but will probably not be the same day, right? So that's the tier 1. Tier 2 is what is called urgent care. So what happens if you want to get an appointment on the same day? What happens when you hurt your back, you broke your leg, or well, if you break your leg, that's more serious. But if you have like a sprain, you can't walk and you need help right immediately, that's what's called urgent care. So just like the appointment places, there are these places called urgent care where you go and you get a checkup. So there are these separate buildings, they're called urgent care. Just Google the name of your healthcare provider and tell them, and then write space and urgent care. or if your healthcare provider has a website, you can search up the urgent care locations on the website. But primarily, you find a location, you take a cab, and you go there, right? Once you go there, you're going to be charged like a $40 to $50 fee depending upon your insurance, but it's more expensive than an appointment. But you can go in, and these guys should have x-rays and everything you need for the emergency that you're in, right? So they will have doctors there who will specialize in basically everything. And if you show up with a fever, a sprained back, a hurt leg, or a possible fracture, etc., they will know what to do. They will diagnose you, give you an x-ray and all that stuff. And if you need like a specialist care, they will point you in that direction. So urgent care is the name of the same day sort of care that you want to go to if you're like down bad and you need medical attention immediately, right? Your own campus, a university campus, may not provide it, but check with them, and if they don't, you have to go out off campus and just take a cab to the nearest location. However, urgent care locations do close off at like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or whatever the time is for where you live in the US. So what happens if you have an emergency after 9 p.m., right? So if you have an emergency after 9 p.m., you basically have to go to the hospital. So then the tier 3 version is called the emergency room, where you take a cab to the hospital, and the emergency room or the ER is open 24/7 all day, every day. And they obviously have enough personnel and facilities to help you with your problem or just to deal with whatever you're going through. And you basically show up there and you get a checkup done, right? Tier 3 is even more expensive. Tier 3 could be $500 with your insurance. Without it, it could be a massive like a $5,000 bill even. But so you go to the ER when something's wrong in the middle of the night, and yeah, that's like a hospital visit. They might even check you in depending upon how severe your thing is, but that's how it is. Yeah, I've been to the ER once myself. I've seen people show up in the middle of the night just because of accidents and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how it is. So there are like 3 tiers to it. And then tier 4 would obviously be like you get admitted to the hospital directly, but I assume that would be through the ER or through a referral because you had to get like a surgery or something. It's a gray area, but I don't think you just walk into hospitals for general checkups. Could be wrong, but I think you would go to an urgent care or just try and book an appointment with a specialist if that was the case. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Healthcare in the US is expensive, so like try and take care of yourself and just keep in good health. Doctors are less frequent here than in India, so just in general try and maintain your health and don't go crazy with it. People here don't really go to the doctor as much as people in India do. People in India have a tendency of just going to the doctor whenever something's wrong, just a stomach ache, a slight fever, you just go to your neighborhood doctor, right? That's not really the case here, so you have to stay on your toes a little bit and just take care of yourself in general, because that's just the way it is over here, right? Anyways, hope you found the information useful. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Hello.